Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry about earlier, it was a little bit of scheduling conflict. But I just got the word from Jimmy and he's ready to go. So we are going to start right away. And I'm going to add him right now.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh,
good.
good.
You have your drink. So many people, I got to remind them to get their drink. And I'm like, you guys got to have it ready to go.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be ready. How are you?
I'm good. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure that okay, we have to get this correct. Get my audience ready for you, as we do. That's like everybody's favorite. And then my husband is cooking on the grill.
What's up? What are you cooking?
We got some steaks on the George Foreman.
Why am I yelling? Why was I just yelling? Why? I don't understand. I just totally was like, why are you cooking? What's up over there?
Well, because you were still thinking there was applause, the audience.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take. I know.
That's crazy.
Thank you so much for doing this. I told Tyler Rich that I was interviewing you, and he was just like, oh, he's the man.
Oh, that's my guy, Mr. Rich. He's a funny dude.
Oh, my goodness. And I feel so, like, corny saying Tyler Rich. Like, I obviously don't know these, like, you guys on a personal level.
Mm.
So I say first and last names. So most people would be like, yo, that's Ty. Yo, that's Jim. And I'm like, hello, Jimmie Allen.
The crazy thing is, though, when I was a kid growing up, people would always put my first and last name together. Like, they'd be like, well, who you hanging out with? Oh, Drew, Steven, Jimmie Allen, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
And people would always say my name together. Always.
It flows. It's real good. I like that a lot. I definitely
Yeah, you would
do.
think it's just one name, but it's, you know.
Look at all his shoes.
Right?
Had to get another drink.
Sneaker collection going on.
Oh, my goodness. Your sneaker collection.
Oh, yeah. Those are my. So on stage, I only wear like boots, typically like high top, like regular cowboy boots and low boots.
Okay.
But anytime off stage, sneakers. So those are my Jordans and my Steph Currys and Air Max. That's about it.
That's about it.
Not
I
too
own
crazy.
like 4 pairs of sneakers, and I'm a runner.
Man, I don't do no type of running nowhere. Only time I run is if I'm running from something or somebody.
Yep.
That's about it. Or running my mouth.
Oh my God, yeah, that doesn't really happen around here. I'm forcing him to run, and he is not happy about it.
I've never understood. Like, I ran track in high school.
Okay.
The only reason why I did it was I did it long enough to get the picture so I can get one of those cards made. Then I quit after that.
That's usually how it is. My mom just pulled one out. She had it like framed.
Yeah.
With, like the plaque and like me like this when I was like 8. And I was like, oh no, Mama.
I never really understood the whole running thing. I'm like, what are we running to? Then one of my buddies, he's a big track guy. He said, well, you run in every sport. I said, yes, for a purpose. We're running to put a ball through a hoop. We're running past to get the football over here. We're running for this. He said, well, you're running to get to the finish line. I was like, hey, man, if you like it, brother,
each his own.
Go for it.
Yep. That's why I don't. It's funny because most people, they don't obviously know track, but they don't know like the field portion.
Yeah.
And so when people are like, I would get it all the time, like the gym, when we're down in Wildwood, please, they're like, oh, I bet you I can beat you in a 40. And I'm like, first of all, 40 isn't an event. One.
Not an event, man.
2.
It's a combine event for
you
football.
a grown-ass man. Like, you should beat me, hopefully. Like, you a grown
40.
man. And 3,
to me, that's not even long enough to really for me to pick my speed up. When I run, I was like a 400 meter.
Yeah. That's a hard one.
Mile guy. Because it takes me about 200 meters to really get into a stride.
All right, here we go.
And then I'm cooking. Anything that 100 meter, I usually get smoked.
Oh yeah, it's way too fast. I can pull my hamstring just watching some of these races. I'm like, nah, bro.
Anybody that's real good at 100 meter dash is a crackhead. That's only crackheads run that fast that soon. Most people need to process the fact, oh, we're running, we get warmed up. Crackheads just always ready on the go. Gone. Like,
Oh man, I'm already loving this interview more than I probably should. But what are you drinking, Jimmy?
Got a little bit of Booker's.
Okay.
Little
All right.
Booker's. I drank all the good stuff yesterday. You should see the junk I have over here. It is pretty bad. Drank all this the day before yesterday. Drank this yesterday.
Oh I saw that picture. I was like, damn, I want that.
My fiance got mad. She was mad at me. She was like, why would you go buy a $300 bottle of champagne? I was like,
because
I can.
She was like,
it's quarantine.
She was like, we got a wedding. I was like, I got you. We good. We good. I don't typically do stuff like that, but I was just in a mood.
Sometimes it happens.
I was like,
yeah.
Why
Wait,
not?
so when is your wedding?
July. It's in July. I'll
Okay.
tell you the actual date. I just don't want to say it on here because people
Oh
already know.
no, I'm sorry. No, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I keep forgetting people are listening. So people already know where I'm getting married. They just don't know when. So it'll be between July 1st and July 30th.
I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I'm like, we're having a FaceTime. I'm like, why would he doesn't know his date. And I'm like, oh wait, you're famous. That's right. You can't be
I'm not famous at all, but my thing is sometimes I get on these Instagram lives and sometimes I'll say some wild stuff because I forget people are like, you get so into the conversation, you
that's
forget
the way it is. That's
people
good.
are watching. Like, I think one conversation, I thought for sure my publisher was going to call me because that's my problem. I typically talk first and think later.
But I swear it was one of the things that I wasn't prepared for, but then I started following you and knowing your stories and I was like, yo, I can get down with this boy. Like, we can definitely have a good conversation because you're so funny and you're so relaxed and you're so real. And that's one of the things that I love about this show is like, I'm like, CBS ain't paying me, NBC ain't paying me. My publicist just wants me to say whatever, whatever, like I'm trying to, whatever. So I'm like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Nobody's got to, I can do whatever I want with my hair, my makeup. I can talk about any topic that I want to. So I'm glad. I'm glad that you're my Friday. Guys, I'm with Jimmie Allen, the American country singer. If you guys have any questions, we will try to get to them. Look at the bottom of your screen. There is a question mark with a square around it. Tap that, ask your question, and I will try my best to get to it.
I don't got no question mark.
You don't have a question mark on your bottom of your screen?
I'll probably because I'm in it.
That's probably why.
I'm sure, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, and I'm the host, so that's probably what happened. Yeah. It doesn't. I'm trying to invite. No. Sorry, we can't invite everybody to your wedding. I'm sorry. Okay, so you are in Nashville.
Yes, I'm in Nashville today and getting out of here tomorrow.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
I don't think we're supposed to ask any questions like that, honey.
No, we're going to Delaware for a couple days.
Oh, cool!
So, like, we haven't really been. A lot of people are flying, but I'm having my tour bus driver just take us up.
Oh, cool!
That was chill.
I had that was one of my first questions for you. We live in Wildwood. And we can take a ferry. Yeah, so we can take a ferry right to Delaware, right? And
y'all should come over while we're there. Do you fish?
I will. I could sit in the boat and drink all day.
Listen, let's make that happen. After this,
I'm going to shoot you
my phone number. And
you can take him. Yeah, you take
I'm
him.
Dead serious. Come on, it's a good time.
What does your wife do during this time?
While I fish?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna need her cell phone number because I'm gonna need to hang out with her.
I give it to you because like we went to Delaware to visit about a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, and I would leave the house about 9-10 a.m. come back about 9 p.m. Literally just fish all day.
No. My cousin's husband's the same way. We went out there. He lives in Florida, so we went out, visited them. He was out the whole day. I was like, I did not come to Jersey. I'm from Jersey all the way to Florida, but you asked to fish the whole damn day. I was like, you got 2 or 3.
Listen.
You put it on the grill. You come back and you drink.
I love it.
I would kill him. I would
I put it this way. I'm like, if somebody's fishing all day, like my fiance's dad told her, that's the least of your worries. Jimmy's doing two things, playing PlayStation or fishing. He could be at a strip club all day blowing money.
You're right. You're right. You're the fact. You absolutely right.
You know, but she lets me do it in spurts. Like for instance, like we were going to Delaware just so I can fish. So it was like for that week, the only reason why we went wasn't to see family, wasn't to do nothing, was just to fish. So
I got you. So that's like your thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, how did you get involved in country music from Delaware? Is there like a big country?
So the part of Delaware I'm from, Milton, is pretty redneck over there.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. So I grew up in this place called Cave Colony. It's getting a little bit more populated now, but back then it was just like one main road, Cave Neck Road, dirt roads, ponds, people fish, hunt, listen. So my dad listened to nothing but country music, and my mom just listened to Christian. So I had those two genres just for a while. Well, my fiance just snuck upstairs now.
Hey!
Why are you hiding? So we did so that, and I got in like hip hop, rock, R&B, and stuff like the older I got, stuff like that. So for me, country was a genre where I feel like I could like completely be myself, because like I had a few pop labels offer me deals, but they wanted me to change completely who I am. Like not wear my boots, couldn't talk about my small town. So I was like, nah, I'm good on that.
That's so interesting. Like that's I get the labels coming after you for that, but to make them change like that, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, they tried it. It's Alexis right here.
Hi.
Hello.
Lovely to meet you.
She was asking, how do you deal with me fishing all day?
Oh, I don't. I text them all day long. I'm like, where are you? When are you coming home? What are we doing for dinner?
That's exactly. I'm like, if he ever was gone that long, I'm like, you better be texting me every hour to be like, hey,
She brings me food down there.
We're almost done.
She'll like come down to my spot and bring me food.
Oh,
Because like some days we'll go out on a boat. Some days I just fish off the surf. Just depends on the day.
Okay.
That's a good woman.
All day.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome.
Phenomenally gorgeous. Oh my goodness. You did amazing.
Thank you. I like to say I had something to do with that.
I do want to promote your new song. So how did I would like to, if I could get to, oh, there we go. Here we go. I was like, I do all this editing.
I know this song.
I have to say, I watched the video and I was like, damn. I was like, he is cooler than I thought.
I'm not that, and I'm cool until they say cut. And then it's all down here. Somebody told me to tell you I like Matchbox 20. Are you a Matchbox 20 fan?
I'm not.
Not really.
No. I'm really into, obviously, like, I love, like, hip-hop, R&B, I love pop, and now I'm, like, heavily into country music.
I got her hooked.
Yeah.
He really got me. Like, it was one of the deal breakers in our marriage.
Yeah.
And we were going, they had a Wildwood, like, festival, country festival down here, and they just canceled it. And
Yeah,
I was supposed
to play at that.
Oh. Yes, you were.
Barefoot on the beach,
yes,
something like that.
Barefoot on the beach, yes. And so it was one of the things, and that's when, literally, that was the first time I realized that you were black. Because on the radio, it just comes up, Best Shot and Jimmie Allen. I was like,
and Jimmie Allen ain't the most black name out there anyway. Nah.
And so when he told me, he was like, yeah, Jimmie Allen's black. Because they made the big announcement. And I was like, what? Not a clue. So sorry. It's my bad.
Because like
totally
my dad, so my country is kind of like a mix between, I typically take a country lyric with a pop rock production, and I use pop and R&B melodies and stuff. Like, but the stuff I grew up with my dad was an OG country fan. So like he used to listen to like Aaron Tippin, Sawyer Brown. Like it's so crazy. So, like Aaron Tippin was my dad's favorite country artist, and Aaron Tippin is like one of my best buds now, which is so crazy.
Wow.
So I grew up listening to him, Sawyer Brown, Lil Texas, Montgomery Gentry when they came out, of course.
Are you
Alan
cool with all
Jackson.
these people now? Like that
So
are still
yeah,
like, alive?
I'm cool with, like, me and Darius are homies. I know
Brothers?
Brad, Tim, that's Brad Paisley, Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Um,
We understand the first name.
Yeah,
Because, like, I
Eddie.
don't call them by their first name.
Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry. I'm
Yeah.
I'm good friends with him. Was real close with T. Roy before he died. A lot of
Not
legends.
this one, the kitchen one.
You know, Brady Seals used to be in Little Texas.
Yes.
Trying to think who else. I'm sure there's other people in my brain.
Yeah,
As far as like
that's so
those,
cool.
as far as like older country artists that I grew up, listening to and been a big fan of for a long time.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's that 90s country.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't really. I listened to George Strait when I got older, and like, of course, I listened to Garth, but I missed the whole Johnny Cash thing.
Okay, I
I
got
missed
you.
the whole Johnny Cash. Nate, what up, bro?
Okay.
The whole,
Me too.
Carlson.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get to one of the questions because they're just piling up, and I feel horrible. What was your first meeting with Darius Rucker like?
So the first time I met Darius was in 2008. He had came to Nashville to play the Grammy Block Party when he first came over the country. And I didn't know him, but I saw his tour bus back behind the stage. So, like, I snuck backstage, whatever.
Do what you gotta do.
Knocked on the tour bus, right? So dude came, opened the door, was like, "Hey, I can help you." I said, "I'm looking for Darius." I was like, "I don't know him. I just want to say hi." So dude looked down, Darius looked down, said, "Come on up." So first time I met Darius Rucker, we just hung out on the tour bus for about 20 minutes.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's the first time I met him. I still got a picture that day. Like, I was looking young. And then the next time I met him was at the Grand Ole Opry, CMA Awards around 2015, I think. 2015 or 16, before I got my record deal. Snuck backstage. See, typically, if Darius is somewhere, I can sneak backstage pretty easy because people think I'm with him because I'm typically the only other black guy in the whole building and several people that work there. So, like, I remember one time he was doing his CMC crossover, and I was just looking for the bathroom. It was in the Bridgestone Arena in, like, one of the other auditoriums at the main place, and I go to the security lady and say, "Hey, excuse me, do you know where the bathroom is?" I got my black jeans, my black cowboy boots on, a hat, and a leather jacket. She said, "Hey, are you looking for Darius's room?" I said, "Nah, I'm looking for the bathroom." She was like, "Okay, well, just go on straight, make a right, and when you come back, Darius's room is right there." I was like, "I'm not looking for Darius. I don't even know Darius." And the only other black dude in the building was Darius, this guy who rose with the name Buddy, and then I think it was John Mellencamp, the guy who did the Crossroads with John Mellencamp, bass player, was a black dude. So I walked back by the bathroom. He's like the old black uncle at the family reunion.
Yes.
He looked at me walking by. He said, "My brother." Like, what's up?
Oh my God.
But yeah, Darius, that's the homie.
I talked to this other guy. His name is Joe Bachman, and he is he's like a talent scout for country artists, and he does country music, and he's really big into like, it's called like Freedom. What is it called?
Yeah, the Freedom charity. It's for
foundation or something like that.
Home.
Yeah. And he sings about like USA songs, and so I asked him. I was like, you know that I will be at the CMA Awards on the red carpet, and I probably will be the only African American female unless some country artist starts dating a black woman. I swear
Mickey
to God.
Have you heard of Mickey Guyton before?
No.
She's a female country artist, and she's black. Me and her
really?
Together.
I was waiting. Let me write down her name.
Check out Mickey Guyton. Mickey dope. That's my homie.
I literally was like, this is my niche. I was like, everyone will be like, oh, that's definitely her. There she is. Spot her out.
She's got this song she just put out called "What Are You Gonna Tell Her?"
Got you.
It's dope.
All right, I'm writing it down right now because I literally was just like, how is it 2020 and it's still such a separation?
You got her. There's this new girl named Tiara. You should check out. She's a black girl too. She's super dope. I always tell people it's one of them things where, for instance, there's a lot of black people that do country a lot of people never heard of, like my buddy Tony Jackson. So he doesn't have a major label record deal, but he tours the country year long, and he does that for a living. Okay. And the thing is, it's one of them things where representation is so important. So every now and again, it's like hip hop with white guys, really. Until Eminem really came on the game, you had Marky Mark and Vanilla Ice.
But they weren't.
But nobody wasn't bringing no heat like Eminem was. So it's when you look a certain way, and your family might not really be into country music, and you're a black person, and you see on television, you don't really see that many people that look like you. So at a young age, it can subconsciously start to hold you back to think, you know what, I'm not quite sure if I should do that. But that's why I tell people there's so many black people out there that want to do country, so many Asians, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's why I feel like representation is so important. That's why
it really is.
You know, for myself, Kane, Darius, Mickey, Tierra, Cowboy Troy, shout out Uncle Troy, Charlie Pride, the OG. It's important to be visual, to make yourself seen, because you never know who you're inspiring, you know?
Absolutely. And I think that's something that
that's
we
you gotta check out. My boy Willie Jones. So Willie Jones is a country artist from LA. He's from Louisiana, but he live in LA. His
Louisiana's where it's at.
Deep. Like, he sound like he's from Louisiana. Willie a funny dude. He's a cool hang. You got to get him on here.
Fan, so
you got to get.
I'll definitely reach out to him.
But I'm telling you, don't know what Willie gonna say. Willie don't know what Willie gonna say. Like, no clue. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know which Willie gonna show up.
I think but I think it's true though, because representation is very important. It's something that honestly I'm kind of, in a sense, like showing my husband, because he doesn't really understand it. And for me growing up, my mom was she's a Hispanic. My dad was from Antigua. So like they were just coming to America trying to find a better way. And so
Love
when
that
I saw
movie,
people,
by the way.
Huh?
Love that movie, by the way.
It was from the St. John's. That's where I went to college. St. John's. What? And so I think it's important. And I mean, that was the biggest thing. I was like, I don't see many African Americans. And I think the guy Joe said, he was just like, because a lot of people just consider it like racist. Like just racist people, like redneck racist. And like, of course you see Kane Brown. And that was like the biggest thing. When Kane Brown finally like got really, really popular, they were like, oh my God, he's black. I'm like, yeah, but Darius Rucker's been doing this since forever.
Then you got Charlie Pride, the OG. And like, I was telling somebody the other day, because they were asking me kind of like just the history, whatever, of country music. And if you trace country music back, it comes from blues. So like, there's this guy named D4 Bailey. He was the first black opera member. They used to have him play the harmonica purposely on country songs, this new genre, play blues melodies to give people something they were used to hearing. And then the reason why I feel like it split and more white people in the country, more black people into hip hop and R&B and stuff, is because I figure back in the 50s and stuff, there was no social media. So when country went more Western and more twangy, around the time that really starts going, then you got Berry Gordy in Detroit with the whole Motown thing. So typically, if you're in a black family, you listening to Motown. So you have no idea that there's a black guy by the name of Charlie Pride in Montana right now singing country music. You know what I mean? And the same thing, vice versa. You didn't see any white people doing R&B either. R&B. So that's why I feel like social media, it's a gift and a curse. But the good thing is you can literally you can search any type of music and find someone that looks like you in it. And that's the cool thing about it.
Yeah. And I'm really glad, because it was one of the things that growing up, it was very, I mean, I was always bullied because everyone was like, "Oh, you're like an Oreo, and you act white, and you date white men and all this kind of stuff." So I was always I was always the person that was just like prejudice. And so me, like, once I felt comfortable with myself, I was just like, you know what? I don't give a shit what nobody says. And so he introduced me to country, and I'll be out and I'll know every country like song, every word, and I get these stares, and they're just like, what? And I'm just like, I just feel like there needs to be like that barrier broken.
Yeah.
And
like when I was in high school, I had to tell this one dude that he said, "Jim, you act like a white boy." I said, first of all, what is acting white and what is acting black? I said,
what's acting a color? I would
said,
love
what
to
I
know.
look like, what I listen to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what I listen to, who I date, where I choose to go has nothing to do with my race. I was like, and I said, I will not accept that stereotype that you want to put on me. Since I'm black, I'm supposed to wear baggy jeans and a big chain. No. Or if you're a white guy, you're supposed to wear boat shoes and a polo.
Yep.
No, like,
yep,
you wear
it's
what you
true.
want to wear. Like,
it's so crazy. And I'm like, I'm reading this comment, and like, I got picked on bad. They called me zebra in school, and I'm like, where do these kids be getting these names? Like Oreo. I was called everything in the book, and one kid bullied me so bad. I broke up with my boyfriend. I was like, I can't take this interracial dating. I was like, I can't, because in high school, like you want to fit in.
And what I love about social media is you get to see differences because, I've had a few people I know, and this one guy explained it to me. He said, he's this white guy from Alabama. He said, growing up, my parents were taught from their parents that, he said they didn't know a single black person in their life. But you only know what your parents teach you. If your parents teach you, for instance, if from the time you were born to now, if your parents told you the color red was really blue, you would really believe that red was blue.
Yeah.
Then you go out to the rest of the world and they're like, no, it's red. You're like, no, what's wrong with you? It's blue. That's how I look at a lot of like
very true
prejudice and racism too. It's like when you grow up being taught a certain way and you have no access to people that they're talking to you about, why would you not listen to your parents? You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
it goes both ways.
I absolutely agree. And I love that you are a representation of what all genres need. It's just when and I said this many times, is that music is such a great equalizer, and it brings everybody together. And I got to tell you, seeing your music and Tyler's music and Darius Rucker, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I just love the music. I love what you're putting out. And it's speaking from the heart and about your journeys. And that's what's most important. And I love that. I'm not going to be like colorblind, but I don't think pigmentation of skin should have anything to do with the value of your music. And I love that. And you're so amazing. I did read a little bit about your behind the scenes story, and this will be my last question. I'm sorry. Do you have any questions?
You go first.
No, I've been talking this whole time.
Oh, that's good. I was going to ask you now.
I leave him in the background a lot, my bad. So
like Chris Rock said, sometimes he's got to play tambourine,
Gotta play tambourine.
You gotta play tambourine. It's cool. It's chopping along. It's all right. It's no big deal. I listen to country because I love the stories. The stories within the songs really make it. And probably my favorite story in a song is Tim McGraw's "Don't Take the Girl." I just love the way those verses just hit in the story. What stories of songs do you really like? Which ones really get you?
Letter to Me by Brad Paisley. I Go Back, Kenny Chesney. I love Hell Yeah. That's by Montgomery Gentry.
Yes, I love that song.
What else? There's a song by Dierks Bentley from his Black record he did with Elle King called "Different for Girls."
Yep.
That one.
Yeah, it's like when you break up, a guy can just like go out, meet a girl, get laid, but it's different for girls. They can't. Type of...
True.
21 Summer by Brothers Osborne and what else? I Don't Remember Me Before You by Brothers Osborne. Homemade by Jake Owen. Like that's what I love now. Like some of these songs now are just getting so freaking good. That's why I was like, I gotta step my penmanship up. So this new EP I'm putting out pretty soon. I'm super excited about it. I got some artists I got a chance to work with on there that I'm excited for this stuff to come out.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I think and that's something that I definitely realized in country songs, that they all talking about the same, like, in a sense that something that everybody can relate to.
Mhm.
Like, you right, like.
It's country is really, it's blue collar America on paper, in my opinion. It's middle class, hard workers, people that want to, go to church, love their family, and still drink beer.
Yeah. And people, that was another thing. I see it, like, in college, they were like, oh, you drink beer? That's so white. I'm like, how is drinking beer white? Like, I just don't understand.
But I bet if you had a 40 in your hand, they'd be like, right. Okay, you can drink that beer.
Exactly.
It's always something. But, I mean, a lot of, like, Luke Combs, all these songs, I'm just like, yeah, you right. Like, speak to me. It's like church. It literally is. And so I absolutely love it. But I don't want to take up any more of your time. I thank you so much for being my guest tonight and speaking your truth and doing all of this. We're going to get to our last question, which is usually where he comes in, but he likes to be in the interviews, and we're trying to, show interracial marriages on social media.
Dan, what's up, bro? My guy Smoothie Dan's on here.
Hello.
Dan.
Hi. I'm the dork that's been interviewing, but Ken, it's usually called Ken's Corner, and he asks a random freaking question. So
let's
Ken,
do
what's
it.
your question?
All right. If you could go out drinking with one president, who would it be and why? Defend.
Hey, you know who it would be for me? Because I think he's funny and he doesn't handle pressure well. George Bush Jr.
Yes. W. Uh-huh.
That dude, like that meme of him fighting that poncho, trying to get the poncho on. Oh my God!
Have you seen his art gallery, like the paintings and stuff he does?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. He's just like a good guy.
Listen,
Like, just a
George
good
Bush, George Bush,
like
me.
He can share some stories. That's
yeah, I'd like to just sit and just drink and just watch him live. Because I know he's gonna get
kind of like Will Ferrell, like.
Yeah.
You feel like he'd be like Will Ferrell?
Yeah, just goofy and just fun loving, yeah.
Oh,
it's not gonna be someone like serious like Lincoln or Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's
W.
true.
W.
I need somebody fun.
Yep.
Obama would be cool. He probably super chill.
Yeah.
Another guy would hang out. I want to hang. There's two presidents. The most controversial president I do want to hang out at the same time. I want to hang out with Trump and Clinton at the same time. At the same time. Like, at the same.
I hope you know I'm taking that clip, and that's going to be what I do.
At the same time. Because you don't know what's going to get said.
No, you don't.
Man, look. You don't know what's going to get said, but you just know whatever's going to get said, somebody's going to be offended somewhere.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch. Yep.
Oh, man.
And lastly, I'm sorry, how's your son? You have a son, right?
Yeah, I got a son. He's 5, about to be 6, and then I got a 2.5-month-old baby girl.
Oh, my goodness. That's so
Dan said, I did not have sexual relations
with that woman. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the show. I appreciate it. I promise you, if you're in Delaware, you are more than welcome to come to Wildwood. Our house is humble. I will let you know it is humble. But we drink, we cook. I have OCD, so it's clean. So you are always welcome. We sit on the porch, we chill, we drink. Yeah, that's what we do. We're a very chill dorky couple. So you are more than welcome, and you have an open invitation whenever you'd like to.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys.
Take it easy, Ken. Good seeing you. Good meeting you,
Thank you
fella.
so much. We'll talk to you soon.
I see y'all.
Bye. Oh, he is delightful.
Yeah, I might have to go down to Delaware tomorrow.
I swear he is the sweetest person in the world.
He's a cool dude.
I definitely want to drink with him. That is somebody I would love to drink with. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah, we definitely will make that happen. I know. Go get your drink.
I'm empty.
I know.
Guys, it's been great. Have a great night. I'm going to go refill.
Yeah, he's going to go drink. Thank you guys so much for being a part of To Speak My Truth tonight. Jimmie Allen, thank you so much. You were absolutely phenomenal, and I appreciate you coming on and speaking your truth. You're hilarious, and your wife is stunning and gorgeous, and I really appreciate your support. Guys, thank you so much. It's been an amazing week of To Speak My Truth. I do have a YouTube up now, so you guys can follow all of the posts on there. I do post all kinds of things, home improvement, my track workouts, just everything.
Love.
Yeah, our interracial marriage and our interracial love. So check it out. I appreciate all your support. Stay safe and have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I am going to do something special for Monday, so keep an eye out. I'll talk to you guys soon.